I'm going to do 2. Which 2 did we say?
2F.
Yeah, 2H.
2F?
Yeah.
Which one?
Page 29. 2F. What did you say for Andrew from number 5?
5H.
5H.
I'm 3G. 5H.
Alright guys. 3G.
4G, 5G.
I'll tell you what, I'll do 2F and 5H.
Mine. 2F and 5H.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And which one? 2F, yeah? And 5H. Okay, I'll do that.
We didn't do 2F.
Well, I'm going to do 2F now, so listen up. So this is 2F. So we want to divide 2x into 7x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so firstly, I can see the number I need in the front here is 7 over 2x squared. So that would make 7x cubed, right? Hey, no, listen. Be quiet now. So 7 over 2x squared times 2x is 7x cubed. And then that's it. Now you have to subtract. So if I subtract, what am I left with? 4x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now, the next number looks like it should be 2x just, yeah. So you get 4x squared. I subtract 2x plus 1. So the last number here is just the 1, just the 2x, remainder 1, so not a factor. And I hope that's what I've said at the back. Yes, not a factor.
Can the remainder be 2 or 3?
The remainder is 1 and only 1. Can't be anything else. That's here. Here the remainder is 1. There it is right there.
No, I don't mean that.
Oh, yeah. It's 0 if it's a factor, and any other number 1, 2, 3 is not a factor. Okay. Yes.
What if I divide by just x instead of 2 and later on? And
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine. You could divide by x and then
That's
2
what I
later
did.
on.
I did that.
What, divide by x?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine also. That would also work if you had something like 2x plus 2, because you can change that to 2 times x plus 1. So you could divide by this long division and then divide by this normally. Although these are things we won't worry about. That's going a little bit more, involves too much thinking. And remember, thinking is bad, and I know people don't like to think, especially in maths class. Yeah. No, I know. I accept this. Okay, now 5H. This is a tricky one, all right. So you have, you don't have your phone there, do you? You just looked a bit suspicious all of a sudden. 4x squared plus 6xy plus 27y squared. Now I'll write that again, but a bit smaller. 4x squared plus 6xy plus 27y squared to be divided into 8x cubed minus 27y cubed. Oh yeah, this is a bad one, isn't it? Well, no, actually it's not too bad, because I can see the number I must have first is 2x. Because that would make 8x cubed plus 12x squared y plus 27y x. What am I doing? Sorry, not 27. 56. No, 54 x y squared. And then subtracting. So nothing here really adds together. They're all different. So when I subtract, I'll get minus 27y cubed minus 12x squared y minus 54xy squared. Now, if I look at this, let's see. Problem? 8, 12, 54. Yeah, if I look at this, what do I multiply this by to try and match this up?
Minus y.
Minus 2y might do it, right?
Y.
2y.
Minus
2y? No.
Y.
Because if I do minus y, I can make that minus 27y cubed. I think there might be a mistake here. Possibly. Well, let's go ahead and see what happens. So if I go with minus y, I'd get minus 4x squared y minus 6xy squared minus 27y cubed. Alright, that's not too bad, although it's not as nice as I hoped, because I can see the 27y cubes cancel.
Yeah.
Now, minus 12x squared y minus 4x squared y, that'd be minus 8x squared y. And then here, minus 54 minus 6 is plus 6, so that's minus 48 x y squared. Okay, so something's gone wrong here. I must have had a typo because I was really hoping to get remainder 0 at the end. Okay, so what you can do is you can delete h, so scratch it out. No longer exists. Yeah? Yeah, it's my book and I can say what's in it or not. So I've decided it's not in my book anymore, so delete it. Yeah. Now think more like Big Brother. I decide what's in it and not, okay? Alright, so yes, h is deleted. It never existed. Okay? Right. Amjad, you wanted to see something from number 3? I'm thinking no, because I don't really have enough time to do it, okay? But
Can I have after class?
because I have another class after this class, sorry. Well, which one from number 3?
G.
Which G? Did anybody else do 3G? Was that one of the homework questions, or just one you did yourself?
It's a homework question.
And did anybody not get the answer at the back? Come on, it's either yes or no. In 3G, did anybody have a problem and didn't get the answer at the back?
I did it 3 times, I couldn't find the answer.
Okay. What about for you? Did you do 3G? And did the answer match at the back?
Yes.
Perfectly?
Easy.
Yeah? Oh yeah? Did your answer match perfectly at the back?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Right, okay. There's a couple of people you can copy it from. Okay? I don't know. She seems a bit more trustworthy than the guy down the back there. So if you want to copy it from him.
You
What?
want to see it?
No?
What about this guy?
Which guy?
Here.
Yeah, he's alright. Yeah.
Alright.
Although he hangs out with people I don't trust. No. Okay, next lesson now. So we're going to do a very useful, very important theorem. So in fact, this is really our first theorem. Shh, listen up. Now, if you want to find the remainder, what do you need to do? Need to do long division, right? And this is a very long process. Is there any better way we can be doing it? So what we're going to do now is try to find a formula. That is, if you have fx equals ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, and we want to divide this by x minus k, is there any quick way to do it? That is the problem. That is what we're going to look at. The answer is, of course, yes, and we're going to see what it is now. So we'll have a look at what the formula is. So I should need to scroll down. So let's pretend that we had numbers. X minus k dividing into ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Now, I do not care what the quotient is. I only want to know what the remainder is. Okay, so we won't worry about getting the quotient. I mean, we have to, but we won't worry about what it is. So, to start with, what would I multiply x by to get ax cubed? Ax squared. So that is ax cubed minus akx squared. Okay, now I subtract. These go together and they make b plus ak bracket x squared. And if you can see, look at all these nice colors. This one goes with this one. They're both the coefficient of x squared. Okay, now what do I do next as normal procedure? What is next? Carry down. And then I start again. So what do I multiply x by to make b plus ak x squared? And the answer is b plus ak x. So multiplying, I get b plus ak x squared, and then multiplying by that, I get plus, so watch carefully, that's a bracket, that multiplies the k. Now I'll put the minus on the outside. So that multiplying the k, I get bk plus, what's next? ak squared x. Now I subtract. So again, same deal. That is the x coefficient, and that is the x coefficient. But this minus minus makes plus, so they get added together, leaving me with c plus bk plus ak squared x, and then what do? Don't forget, we need to carry the d down. Now I know it's getting big, but there's only one term left.
Where is C from?
This c comes from here. This minus this. These are brackets. And this is a c. Now, I know it's getting big, but there's only one term left. What do I multiply x by to make blah, 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 x? And the answer, of course, is this. So putting that up the top, c plus bk plus ak squared. Multiply this. Now, to save time, this multiply x is going to make the exact same thing, so I'm not going to write it in, okay? I'll just write brackets dot 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 x. They're going to be the same, right?
Yeah.
What I really care about is the next part, which is this multiply the k. So again, the minus on the outside, and the k is ck plus bk squared plus ak cubed. Now don't panic, we're finished now. We have the remainder. The remainder is d, because these cancel. D minus minus this.
Sorry, what kind
Yeah.
of-
This bracket cancels this. These are the same. So d minus minus this leaves me with d plus ck plus bk squared plus ak cubed. That's the remainder. But rewriting it, I get ak cubed plus bk squared plus ck plus d. Now, does that look any way familiar? Yes, what is it? Does that result look familiar? Yeah, what is it? It is, exactly right. It's like the function at the beginning. The only difference, of course, instead of x we have k. So this gives us our result. The answer is, to find the remainder, you just put k into the function. Now, I'll give you an example of using this so you can fully appreciate it. But it's a very, very, very quick way to calculate the remainder without having to do long division. Okay? So we'll take an example that you did the last class. So what ones did you have from number 1 that was homework, that had a remainder? Did you have to do E? No, what did I say? The last 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did E. No.
Okay, so you did K, didn't you?
Okay.
So what was the remainder for answer K? No, actually, you know what? I'll pick an easier one. I'll pick D. Did we do C or D? No, okay. I'm going to do D from the previous page. Page 29D. Now, just because I'm a little bit pressed for time, I have to move ahead. So if you didn't finish writing this down, you can copy it from the video or from somebody who finished it, okay? But I want to really show you the important thing here is how to use it. So we'll take 1D as an example from page 29. So I have 20x cubed minus 13x squared minus 56x plus 50 divided by x minus 1. Now check the answer at the back for 1D. What should the remainder be after the long division? Can you look? Tell me.
1.
What is it? It should be 1. Okay? So the remainder theorem says the remainder should equal this function, except instead of x I use k. And what's k here? Yeah, well, just be careful, it's 1, because actually if you go back here, it was for x minus k, and we have here x minus 1. So k is 1. So if I put 1 into this, what do I get? What's 1 cubed?
1.
1, so that's 20 minus 13 minus 56 plus 50. So 20 minus 13 is minus 7. Minus 6 plus 50?
Why
No, sorry.
7?
It's positive 7. Minus 56 plus 50 is minus 6. 7 minus 6?
1.
You see? So I don't even need to do long division. I can use this to calculate the remainder. So this is the result here. This is how you can calculate the remainder. And here is an example of it. And you see it does match up the answer at the back. So it's a very, very, very important and very useful theorem. Okay? So I want you to definitely write this example down of how to calculate the remainder using the remainder theorem.
You made x 1
Yeah.
because the remainder is 1, or
Because, yeah, let me show you how it works here. I'll write it underneath. If you're dividing by x minus 1, you use x equal to 1. If you're dividing by x plus 2, you use x equals minus 2, and so on. Okay? Can you write that down, please? That's very important.
So k is always positive?
No, it's just the opposite sign. So here, if you divide by x minus 1, you use, if you want to call it k instead, k equals 1. And here, if you divide by x plus 2, you use minus 2. In other words, you take this and change the sign. Take this, change the sign. So here I use 1, here I use minus 2. Now, in a moment, I'll explain what to do if you have a number on the x, like, for example, 2x plus 3. Okay, but I need you to write this down, it's important. Okay, you should have that taken down by now. So what do you do if you were dividing by something that's not quite this? So for example, if you were dividing by 2x plus 3. Yeah? Minus 3 over 2. Okay? Now, my formula I did was for x minus k. But if you want to divide by, let me write the general form here, ax plus b, then what you do is you use k equals minus b,
Over A.
but now in this case divide by a. Okay, so for example, let's write a couple of them down. If I have x plus 3, x minus 3, 2x plus 3, and 2x minus 3. What would I have to use here? Minus 3 here,
Plus 3.
3 here,
3 over 2.
Minus 3 over 2.
and here,
3 over 2.
and 2. Okay, so it's important that you know how to switch. Likewise, it's a useful skill to know how to go back from here to here. So if I said k is 3 over 2, what were you dividing by? The answer would be you were dividing by that. Although that's not entirely true, because you could have had 4x minus 6, because 6 over 4 is the same as 3 over 2. So not entirely true, but it works just as well. Okay, but I don't want to complicate things. What's most important for today is how to go from the left here to the right. And I think that's pretty clear for everybody, yeah? Okay. So if you were to look at page 31, question number 1a, we don't even have to write it down. So in 1a, if I divide by 5x minus 1, what would I have to use in my formula for x, the sub in 1 over 5? And in 2a, it's the opposite. If I was using 5 over 3, what would the factor be?
Minus 7 over
3x minus 5 for 2a.
So what page is it?
31. So again, 1a, the answer would be 1 over 5, and 2a, the answer would be 3x minus 5. So there's not really any calculation involved in question 1 and 2. And in number 3, I'll do an example again. I'll do 3D here as an example. So 3D now. So I want to know what is the remainder when 5x cubed minus 4x squared minus 11x plus 1 is divided by x minus 2. The remainder will equal 5 times, what do I use for x or k here? 2 cubed, yeah.
8.
So that's 8 minus 4 times 4 minus 11 times 2 plus 1. So that is 40 minus 16 minus 22 plus 1. So what's that? 41 minus 38, which is 3. So the remainder here is 3. I think we're all agreed this is a lot quicker way to find the remainder.
Okay.
Yes, you don't agree.
No,
No, you agree. Okay, good. Yeah. Question.
What if they give you the remainder and they tell you...
That is the next question. Yes. So, just write that down and then we have a look at that now. This also helps us out a little bit with vocabulary. I know that x minus 2, is it a factor or not a factor? No, it's not
Because
a factor. Yeah. And the reason is?
Because
The remainder equals 3, which is not 0. So this also provides you with a method to check if something is a factor. Very quick method to check if something is a factor. Okay. So let's have a look at an example 4a. I tell you that x minus 3 is a factor of 2x cubed plus px squared plus 21x, am I writing this down right? Minus 18. What am I? 2p21 minus 18. Now, if x x minus 3 is a factor, what should that tell us? What do we know? Remainder is 0. Do I have any way to calculate the remainder? I do. What do I need to do?
X equals to 3.
Replace x with 3 into this expression. So you have 2 times 3 cubed plus p times 3 squared plus 21 times 3 minus 18. What should that equal? 0. Could you find the p here? You could, couldn't you? 3 cubed is 27 times 2 is 54 plus 3 squared is 9p plus 63 minus 18 equals 0. What's that going to be? 117 minus 18 plus 9p equals 0. So p is 11. Is that right? Can somebody check this with an actual calculator, please? It should not take, I should not be able to do this quicker than you doing it on a calculator. So hurry up. No, hurry up and check it. Is it 11?
Yeah.
All right. Like a boss. Right. I'll do one from 5 now where there's 2 unknowns, p and q. So this is an important example here. I'll scroll up a bit. Do you need me to scroll down?
Yes, please.
Okay. Does anybody have any ideas about what they think happens when there's 2 unknowns, a p and a q? What do you think happens, yeah?
You replace the whole formula
Yes?
versus no.
No. Somebody else. What do you think happens? Do we have a situation like this, or does a different problem emerge? Here, how would you describe this problem I got at the end? It's like what you did in the first lesson, isn't it? Solving, what's the name of this? Linear. So if there's 2 unknowns, what do you think happens?
First you
Yeah?
should have the...
Not complete the square now?
Then first you got the p, then you substitute p. Then
Yeah, but what's the name of this? If you have 2 unknowns, what's that called? Simultaneous. Remember the 2 equations. And we have 4 methods to solving them. What are they? No? The 4 methods to solving? Substitution, elimination, graph, and the last method? Matrix. Oh yeah, that one which we didn't do. Yeah, that was the other one. That was just for some people who were bored, I think. Who were they? Yeah, did you watch the video on that other method? Oh, I see. I thought you were really up for it. All right. Okay, so I'll do now. Just as, yeah.
11, p you substituted with 11.
No, I solved p. I got 11. Yeah.
And don't you have to substitute it to p with 11 to make
Oh,
it
yeah.
0?
That would be a separate lesson. Just for today, I'm just getting the p and stopping there. But yes, in a later lesson, we'll have to use that. Yeah. Okay, I am going to do I as the next and final example. And 5i is actually what you get in the exam. So I tell you, when px squared cubed, minus 26x squared minus 71x plus q is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 9. But when it's divided by x plus 3, the remainder is minus 363. So when I divide by this, I get remainder 9, and then when I divide by this, I get remainder minus 363. This is enough information to find the p and the q. Let's start off with the first one. So I tell you the remainder is 9 when I divide by x minus 1. So I start off remainder equals 9. And then what do I do next, do you
That
think?
whole equation.
Whole equation
Equals to 9.
equal to 9, yeah, and then what do I replace in this equation?
1.
Yeah, so I get p times 1 cubed, which is 1, minus 26 times 1 squared, minus 71 times 1, plus q. What should that equal?
To 9.
To 9. So in other words, I get p plus q equals, what's that, 8897? Is that right?
Minus 9.
Yeah, and then I take it to the other side, so they're all plus then. Now, this looks a lot like x plus y equals 97, so it means we need a second equation.
Okay, so you
Yeah?
divide.
Do the same thing, sorry, she got it there quicker than you. Do the same thing again, replacing x with minus 3, and what should it equal now? Minus 363. So I'll just scroll down, I'll have to look at the book now. So we have p times, what did I say, minus 3 cubed, which is minus 27. Minus 3 squared is 9. 9 times 26 is 260 minus 26. No, you need to do that. 26 times 9, 200 and something.
234.
234 with a minus.
Yes.
And then 9 times 71, please. Both minuses to make a plus. 9 times 71. 639. Plus q.
39.
Oh, sorry. What is it?
39.
639. Plus q. What should it equal?
Equals
Minus-
to
Minus-
363.
3. Okay. So take out the calculators now. Here I have minus 27p plus q. So I want minus 363 plus 234 minus 639. Take them to the right.
Minus 76.
No.
Minus
768.
768. This equation has p and q in it, and this equation has p and q in it. Is it possible to solve these two equations?
Yeah.
Sure is. We spent a whole hour on it. Now, what's even better for you is that two of these are already the same. What are the same? The q's. See, the q's are the sorry, I mean the q's are ready for cancelling. They're both the same. So if I subtract these, you pretty much got the answer. I'll do top minus bottom. So p minus minus 27p, what's that? 28p. And then calculator now, please. Well, that would be equal to 70? No. 97 plus 768. What's that, please? 865.
Yes.
And can you do 865 divided by 28? I hope this goes. Please, 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 please.
No.
Oh. What is it?
30.892857.
My number.
I think it's 875.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Is that right? 865?
553.
Give me a calculator. Give me.
I think you guys did it wrong.
No, it's 553. Yeah.
How
What's wrong?
No. I mean, it's right.
97.
What? So one of my numbers went wrong here. 9. This is wrong. Oh, this is not 97. Sorry. This should be 106. So that means this is not 865.
Wait.
You said it's both wrong and right. It doesn't count. 106 plus 768. That is 874. Divided by 28. Please, please, please. No.
No, not yet.
Oh. Right. Is everybody happy with this? I don't think there's any problems here.
How did we get R equal to minus 300?
I tell you this in the question. Maybe it's here. Minus 363 minus 639 plus 234. 768. I'm subtracting these. So P minus minus 27, P is 28, and then 106 minus minus 768.
Well, why don't you subtract the lower one from the upper one?
Oh, this is fine. So it must be one of my Cuban numbers here. All right. Can you all check 3 cubed is 27, isn't it?
Yes.
And then 3 squared is 9. 9 times 26. Yeah, 234 with the minus. And then 71 times 3. So who told me this one? 213 here. Oh, sorry. I know. I told someone to do the wrong thing here. Plus Q. All right, now let's fix it. Minus 363 minus 213 plus 234 minus 342. Wait, I'm going to double check that before I go ahead. Minus 342 minus 213 plus 234. That's a different number. Someone, don't just sit there. You all have calculators. You can be checking too. It's not a TV show you're watching. Minus 363 minus 213 plus 234. Yeah, back to the original. Minus 342.
106 minus 342.
What? What are you asking me?
106 minus 342.
Yes,
What can you?
I'm doing that now.
Divided by 28.
Yes, that's a nice number. Right, so when you add these together, you should get 448. And when 448 is divided by 28, 16.
Fine.
Happy stuff. So if I put that in here, I can get the Q. So it'd be 106 minus 16. Q is 90. Ugly numbers. But there you go. Okay, so can you write this down? How far I can start here? The top is just the question. That's just the question. You can start here.
Just scroll up just for a second. X.
Scroll up.
Yeah,
Well, that's just the stuff from the
X-
question.
X positive 3, that's for what? It's not in the question, right?
Oh, it is. This is 5i. Look at 5i. They're both in the question there. Now, of course, I should say, the reason I knew it was wrong is because I made the questions have nice, pretty numbers for P and Q. In the exam, they don't have to do this. The number P could have been something over 5, a decimal. Although that's not likely to happen. It's not that it's wrong. It just should make you suspicious that you've made a mistake, you know?
So how can you check if you are right?
That's something we can see in another lesson. Go down?
Yeah.
Well, that's the end. I should have. My mistake was I picked ones with big numbers. I should have picked one with small numbers.
Do we need to write the happy face?
You can add the smiley face if you wish. Yes.
Q equals 90.
I put the P of 16 into the first equation to get the Q at the top. Did you write all of this down?
Okay, so P
Yes.
equals to 16
Yes.
and
Q.
Q equals to 90.
That is right.
You can replace them in the original equation.
He was asking me that earlier as well. That is a separate lesson. So we are just stopping at finding P and Q. But that's a separate lesson where we continue with using the P and the Q. Any other questions about this? No?
What did you bring? 27p minus 234. This whole long equation.
Shh! Be quiet. Can't hear his question. How did I go from here to here?
No. I mean,
How did I get this?
Yeah.
This is when I put x equal to 3 to get the remainder, minus 363. No, what was it? Minus 3, wasn't it? Yeah, I used x as minus 3. So that's where that came from. No, don't back up. Don't back up. You're not finished. Take it back out.
It's in order because they said x minus 1 is first.
Exactly. If you didn't know that, I should say that. Yeah. Do you see at the end of 5i? No, don't pack up. Take it back out of the bag. Seriously.
7:52.
I can read the time. I've been doing this since I was maybe about 7 or 8, so I know what time it is. Thank you. Okay. Can you look at 5i and underline the word respectively at the end? Does anybody know the meaning of this word?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like
It means
first
in,
to the first.
that's it. First to the first, second to the second. So it means it's in order, basically. So the x minus 1 has remainder 9, and the x plus 3 has remainder minus 363. Respectively means first with the first, second with the second. Okay. So I would like the last...
One.
Definitely not.
Be nice.
I'm thinking 2. I'm thinking 3.
I'm thinking.
Do we have class tomorrow?
Yes. We have class every
1 or
day.
2 hours? Okay, I'll give you extra tomorrow, and we'll make it the last 2 of each. No, you don't. The last 2 from each, okay? So your homework is the last 2 from everything. That sounded so sad. All right. Now, do you have class next?
We have break. Some people have tutorial.
Break.
Where's your tutorial? All right. I suppose you better finish. Okay, so the last 2 from each, that's for homework, okay? You need the book and you need to come back to the office with me, so you follow me then. Oh, wait, hang on. Where's Andy? Andy's missing. Andrew's here. Eamon and Andy. Are they in immigration, is it? Who else? Anyone else in immigration? Fatema's here.
What time does Sylvia have
She had break.
Rumison.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see her now. If I can.
I went to one.
Wait. Is Rowan here?
Ron doesn't take class.
Oh, that's right. So then Rumisa.
Rumasa.
That's you.
Rumasa.
I'm here.
All right. Andy and Andy and what's his name? Eamon. Yes. When am I free? 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock.
Yes.
If you want 1 5,